This is KUGAN CASSIUS for iFood TV in association with Macklin in Marbella at the final press conference for Groves versus the LUISA Copper Box this Saturday night, live on Sky Sports. With me, I've got George Groves. It's been a while since I caught up with you.
Yeah, it is, isn't
Personally, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was before the Badu Jack fight. So
yeah, probably way before then. James came out, didn't he? I saw James fight week. I saw James this week. Been a while.
It's been a while. Sporting a very nice Tom Ford jacket as well, George.
Thanks, man. Yeah. Nice one, yeah.
Sponsor of yours?
No, I wish, mate. Oh, that'd be the one, wouldn't it? Tom Ford. No, they make nice stuff, don't they? So, and it's cold
nice
today.
Stuff, but
yeah.
George, you know, I watched your interview with James the other day, and I was not surprised, but you had some very, very strong words about your sort of relationship and sort of the breakdown of it between you and Paddy. Was it as serious and breaking as you know?
I'd love to go through it all with you for I Film London, because you get a lot of hits and you can't misquote me. And but right now, I'm just constant. I spoke about Paddy a lot this week. I spoke with one journo. He asked me a question. He said, "Yeah, well, you know, he wasn't good enough," and he said that makes you sound bitter. So I listed off a whole lot of stuff that had got me to that point, that had made me make that conclusion. And I'm not good. We'll catch up.
Do you know what? George, I wasn't asking you to. You've already spoke about that with James the other day. I was just sort of making a point to you that, and I thought they were quite strong words what you had to say. Obviously, this down to you what you say.
I'm old and I've learnt that in boxing, you can speak your mind. You can say what you want. You don't need to be politically correct. You don't need to sit there and lie. I don't have a job that I have to conform to someone else's agenda. So if you ask me a question, I'll answer it honestly. Or if I'm not answering honestly, it's for my agenda, not anyone else. But if you're going to ask me something about history, of course I'm going to tell the truth. And throughout my whole career, I've always tried to be honest, because it's the easiest way for me. I'm not a very good liar. So if I'm trying to wind up an opponent, I'm not trying to lie about them. I'm trying to tell what I believe to be truths about them, truths that they don't want to hear. That's that, and then they can tell truths about me that I probably don't like, but it's up to me to be ignorant to and not care. Likewise, with trainers and other business people and that before. Some people I've parted ways with and I've kept on great terms with. It wasn't that long ago, I signed a promotional deal with Frank Warren. But me and Frank still catch up a lot. We still talk about business a lot. We no longer work together, but I feel we have a very good and healthy relationship. Likewise with Eddie Hearn. So I was like the Antichrist in both the Froch fights, and being Eddie were at loggerheads for a lot of stuff. I felt like I was fighting him and not Froch at times. But we get on. I'm boxing on his show now. It's cool. But in other relationships in boxing, when you feel you've been wronged, then I have the ability to put that to bed. Though it's finished now. It's cool. Me and Adam split, and we didn't split well. And but we've done probably, I don't know if he feels the same. We've done our best to keep our issues private, because that's it. Maybe we're frightened of suing each other or whatnot. I don't know, but that's that. And here's me being honest again. Paddy, we didn't need to split on bad terms, even though I felt like he'd let me down, in the simplest way to say it. And then came out and said a lot of stuff that wasn't fair, and most people won't have seen it, because the only people who have seen it is people that probably follow him on Twitter, where he's reposting articles and certain things. He's never in Sky Sports, he's never on TV, he's never anything of high profile enough that the general boxing population would see it. So I think a lot of people were surprised when I asked the question and I answered it correctly. So it's like you're attacking someone now, but I'm not. I'll tell the truth. That'll be that. And again, I've already gone on about him far too much today. When I promised myself I'd just talk about Saturday night.
Obviously, listening to you talk about moving forward for 2016, we know what your ultimate aim is to, become world champion. Also, listening to you talk about other fights that you would consider. Like I said, I'm referring back to the interview done with James the other day. If the fights with the likes of Callum Smith and Rocky Fielding and that. So, what, at the moment, are you just steering yourself towards getting yourself a shot, or are you open to some of these big domestic fights? Which one is it?
I'm open to anything, KUGAN. Anything. And sometimes your hand has to be forced on a few things. You have to take fights that ideally you would have liked to have waited a bit longer for, and not necessarily because it would give you a better chance of winning, just because it would probably make you a few more pound notes, but I think Sky ran an article with Martin Murray. I haven't read it, but talking about that fight, of course I'd fight Martin Murray any day of the week, no problem. I think it'll be a good fight. I like Martin. I don't really know him, but I've seen him fight. I'm really impressed with him. I think I'll beat him. If it, you assess the timeline, and as a boxing fan, you want it instant, don't you? You want the big fights there on every week after week, month after month. Let's have it all. So sometimes those things take a little bit more manoeuvring. Ultimately, the goal is obviously to become world champion. I think world champion, then I can fight anyone. I don't have to worry about rankings, or does this put me in favour with this one or that one. But yeah, of course I'll fight. If they said, right, do you want to fight Rocky Fielding, Martin Murray, Callum Smith, I'll fight all of them, no problem at all. I feel I'm capable of beating all of them. And then likewise, if they say, do you want to fight Badou Jack, James Agal, this guy, that guy, Arthur Abraham, Chudinov, any of the world champions out there, I'd love to take the opportunity as well.
In the weeks after the Jack defeat, did any part of you ever think to yourself that this is just not going to happen for me?
Yeah, I suppose so. I suppose I thought, not necessarily like, am I good enough to win a world title? I've always felt that I'm good enough to win a world title. It's just, it's not that straightforward, is it? Do you know what I mean? You have to put in a lot of work inside, outside the ring, and you need a bit of luck as well, just to get in a position to fight for a world title. I lost at Wembley to Froch when I thought I'm going to be world champion, and then straight away next fight back, almost like no rest, certainly no mental rest. We were straight back into action, and we was fighting in the final limit for WBC. It took then another 12 months to actually get the shot, which was like hard work, And so like the first thought after his bad jack is, I suppose, where do I go from here? But how do I get back to here? Like, how long is it going to take? Well, what hoops have I got to jump through? So you are a bit depressed, a bit feeling sorry for yourself. This was so close, and it could have been, and you got that guilty feeling of yourself. You've blown it. You've made the wrong decisions, whether that be yourself in the fight, employing the wrong people, all these other thoughts going through your head. But it don't last long, because I won a box. Won a box. I certainly don't know anything else that's going to make me as much money as boxing does right now. That's going to keep me as happy as boxing does right now. So I think until I've paid off the mortgage, won my world title, unified it a couple times, that's when I'll open a nice food van.
That's the plan, yeah?
Yeah, so I could do that in the summer, and I've still got time to do something in the winter, which I haven't decided upon yet. Might be like, I don't know, any ideas?
You're doing all right, Jules. I've just seen that Tom Ford jacket again, and it makes me feel sick.
I couldn't blow the whole budget on the Moncler beanie.
I'll just do your deal. If you when you win a world title, will you give me that jacket?
No.
Well, when you win a
First of
world
all,
title?
look, you're huge. You've been in the gym. It wouldn't fit you. You got like heavyweight reach, the shoulder. It'd be like a t-shirt on you. It wouldn't work. Honestly, sorry. It's it was on. If it makes you feel better, it was on sale.
Was it?
It was on sale. It's on sale because even I couldn't have justified the retail price. Yeah. I could, yeah, I know. I could have justified it. But it's Tom Ford, I'm a sucker for Tom Ford, love Tom Ford.
Fair enough. All right, well, listen, I've been tapped to end this interview.
Cool.
It's good to catch up with you. Like I said, I know James and our young apprentice Sonny have interviewed you before, but maybe when you've got some more time, we can.
We'll catch up properly. Let me win Saturday and then we'll catch up and have a proper chat. You can come in the change room after if you want. Cause I'm not going to be around tomorrow.
That's right, we can talk to you after your fight. That's fine. That's fine. George Groves, thanks for talking to IFL TV, and best of luck weighing tomorrow at this very same place, and then Saturday night Copper Box live in Sky Sports from 7:30. You're not fighting at 7:30 though.
I hope not. Jesus.
No.
I've been staying up late. I couldn't get asleep till 3 o'clock last night. I'm on the late shifts.
Thank you very much.